Welcome back to MyGM 2K25. I am your host, attackslug, and today is my Vengeance Day against the brands that have wronged me, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, which means, over in my wonderful world of power cards, number one, the most popular superstar on Monday Night Raw, Adam Pearce, whoever it is, not booking him. Sorry. That's to you. Over on SmackDown, one of your current champions not working your go-home show. Bye-bye. And finally, over on NXT, someone about to be exhausted. Confirm. 0 stamina. And I'd like to use bad timing, but apparently nobody has any contractual talent that I can use bad timing with. Unfortunate. Now, here's my problem. In that, we have The Miz until Friday. This contract makes sure The Miz will stay on this brand until the end of this season. But I feel like at the end of tomorrow, we'll have that contractual... Actually, I'm sorry. At the end of today, at the start of tomorrow, is usually the day before is the contractual conversation. And I don't want to do that. Right? So I feel like we should blow off the Miz and Drew today in a cage, and then do the power card to keep him here, and then do something else for pay-per-view, and for the go-home show. So not the best idea for a star rating, but in terms of keeping the Miz here, that might be the only option I have. If I have the card, I don't want to spend the money. Here we are with still a show to book. So it might just be, well, depending on, this, if we bought that physio card and then use that in case of accident here. So Miz and Drew, I hate to do it to you, but you will be blowing off your title rivalry on the show today, which means it will be in a solid steel cage. We open the show with what was a 4-star match with a stip last time, and that was Roman Reigns and Pete Dunne. It did not give me a rivalry, but it worked what it was doing. Now, the thing we need to do today is, say, a role change for the phenomenal AJ Styles and turn him face, and then continue with the call-out promos from Oba to AJ, who now has one because of that card that screwed over my guys on promos. Otherwise, our tag team business, so actually, maybe today, depending on stamina here, we will run a tag team title matchup. We got, 88, 48, 71, 70. Waller's a little low there, so maybe it'll be non-title until tomorrow. And unfortunately, we do have a very busy Asuka for 1 week, so we can't do Tiffy and Asuka this week. But we could do another jobber tag team match, and we could have Tiffy cut a charity promo, perhaps? Or no, I'm sorry, a call-out. So we're actually not, for once, going to do a charity promo. So, the call-out from Tiffy to Asuka. So, again, back and forth, they're in a rivalry and haven't even been face-to-face yet in the ring. So, lock that one in. Check on those talent scouts. And we need face. So let's head into the ladies. We need faces, and we need classes, whatever. So show me the jobbers. All right. Cindy Fluff and perhaps a Josie Jane in the show. So Cindy, guess what? You're in here for 2K. Confirm. Josie, you're in here for 2.4K. Confirm. And then book that matchup. Alexa and Tatum taking on Josie Jane and Cindy Fluff. Lock that one in, of course, non-title. Now, what was my commissioner goal? At least one TLC match, and that gives me a to-the-moon popularity card. And I feel like, is that a thing I need? Let's check on my overall roster here in terms of popularity. And, oh yeah, definitely Tiffy could use that at 34. And even Tatum at 50. But yeah, that's a problem for a brand new, annoyed roster member. That's a problem. So the question is there enough stamina? No, there's not. Okay, here's the problem. Big dog. That's a stamina issue. Now, the ladies, however, Alexa and Tatum, certainly. The tag teams, Waller's still rough, and obviously this one is already a deal there. So we do need, not for Miz, we need that physio card for Roman, because Roman's got to work here. So 15K on that. Power cards, physio for the big dog. There we go. Reduce that chance of injury. Thank you. And I think that after this show, Roman needs that health spa to get back 18 stamina. For that will be important. If we want that card for Tiffy, we need to have a TLC match. Which means our ladies will work a TLC match. An additional 20 grand, which pushes this show cost to nearly 60. And the question is, with a gimmick match, even with the jobbers, do I flip-flop these two? I'm not going to. I'm going to assume that Roman and Pete Dunne get pull more stars than this TLC match. I could be wrong, but they're jobbers. They have a 0 on their name, and we got a 16 and a 12 here, so yeah. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for this match. I do have 2 assets, and I cannot afford anything per the assets here, even if I have the cash in the wallet. So, perhaps lacking the charity promo, I will indeed lose even more of my lead today, but I'm honestly not that concerned, considering what I'm building, and considering all of the power cards I played for tomorrow to make things up tomorrow. So that is a pretty simple Wednesday, not a cheap Wednesday, but a pretty simple Wednesday here in Greensboro. So let's lock in our show. Let's confirm that booking. Let's make sure that Drew retains that title, and then we'll sign Miz to a full-time deal. But over on Monday Night Raw, Scarlett and Wendy, non-title, versus Natalya and Jade with 35 stamina. Don't get hurt, Jade. They win, and 4 stars, no injuries. Adrenaline in his soul, +5 on promo. Trick and Carrion still get into it here on the mid-card. It is Trick Williams, and it was 3.5. Level 2, level 3. The EST gets +1. The mid-card, the men who hold all the gold in this matchup with a 37 stamina Elton Prince. No boy, that's rough stuff. It's bad. Eddie Thorpe gets the win. It was 3.5 stars. And your main event, Omos versus Chase U, but it's triple threat. Like, why would you do that to them? But whatever. Get into it here on the show. It is Duke Hudson with the win there. It was a 4.5 star classic. I don't get it, but okay. Continue. Over on my brand, WCW, Roman and Pete Dunne. Please don't get hurt. Roman with the win, 2.5. So is the TLC going to be higher than that? Maybe. Like, what even happened here? I don't understand. But AJ, excellent face turn. Good stuff for the Final 101. Now, the women's tag team situation in a TLC match. The winners, as they should be, it was 2 stars. Okay, moving on. The call out was okay. It did not increase the rivalry, so that was a waste on my part. Okay. Mid-card tag teams, please at least give me some kind of star rating here. Something. The freaking family with the win, 3.5 stars. The call out did go from level 2 to level 3, so great on that. And then we must make sure The Miz does not gain the title just in case. There's always a just in case with these situations. So here we are, disco ball cage match. Let's get it on in Greensboro.
Look at the adjective, championship.
Is that an adjective? Is that a noun? What's going on here? And one move from Drew. I'll take it. And still, 4.5-star classic. A one-match show, but it gave me something there, right? Now the plan is to make sure that Miz stays on WCW. Meanwhile, NXT brings us big, angry Bronson Reed versus Dexter Lumis. Non-title, what do we get? It is Dexter Lumis. It was 3.5. Rowan calls out Mello, level 2, level 3. The mid-card, a very Mad Maxine, versus Zoe Stark. In your deal there, standard regular match, it is Zoe Stark with the win. The Pure Fusion Collective, it was 2.5 stars. Nikita with a okay promo. Eric and Wolfgang versus the 35 stamina Andrade and Olaf, which, okay, they win, and it was good, 3 stars. Alba gets +1, and your main event for the world title, we have Ivar with 28 stamina versus Bate versus Hayes. That seems like a bad idea. Tyler Bate and new Ivar, 8 weeks. 4 stars. 4 stars. Like, alright, Tyler 2 belts. What is happening here? SmackDown, Damian Priest, Solo Sikoa, and Otis. Because that's what's happening here. It is Solo. I love you, Solo. It is 3.5 stars. Level 2, level 3. Tag team call out. It was level 3, level 4. Smart, because we know that Fatu and Tongaloa have very low stamina. Kyrie saying Indy, Angry Indy, and it is Indy Hartwell, and it was 2.5. Piper calls out GG, it was good. Baron Corbin Akam, I don't understand how they're maintaining such a high level of stamina when working every single week. But Akam wins. So, 3 stars, it was good. Randy for charity, 3.5k. And your main event, Extreme Rules, Josh Briggs, Noam Dar for that US title. What's it going to be? Giant versus Cruiser. It is Giant, and it was 4 stars amazing. So I still, even though I did not great this week, I still got good booking. So I'll take that, I guess. Amazing, good, good. So only Raw did amazing. And Raw had no injuries. Whereas SmackDown had no injuries. Whereas NXT has IR for 8 weeks. Oh man. Okay, continue. Raw gives us 34 thou and Raw makes 74. WCW does 32, not far off, and we make 23, which is not a great return, but we spent quite a bit there on that show. NXT did 27, and they made 45. And SmackDown gets 31, and they make 42. To the moon. Rock bottom prices. All match costs discounted by half this week. I don't know why Adam Pearce is so against having a women's world champion. But our lead maintains around 85k, which is better than losing 20k like yesterday, so I'll take that when I can get it. And then we proceed to hopefully hire The Miz on the Go Home show. Here's Nick Aldis. So, the back alley crew must use a tier 1 crew for next week's show. Nick Aldis has his payback. Fair enough. Hope you know this means war. Oh, I know. Miz is tired of losing. And isn't there someone else? We just finished your rivalry, Miz. So yeah, we're doing that. Go take a break and come back as a full-time employee here. I'll make it happen, and it'll be awesome. And Alexa Bliss is clearly the best superstar at WCW. She wants both Bayley and Asuka on the Go Home show. As much as I'd like to do that, Alexa, that's not going to happen. So, minor, small decrease to her morale, that's fine. Exit. Now, I promised Miz, yeah, it's not going to happen because, of course, power cards here. We go, all right, first of all, to the moon for Tiffy Time, Homecoming for The Miz, and a health spa for Roman Reigns. And so tomorrow, we have this 5-match go-home show to book, and then Bash in Berlin, We'll see. But I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you then, and I'm out.